Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get stuck straight into Atomic Drop with Scott Steiner as the main reward. The main idea of this video is to see whether or not it's possible for the free-to-play players to even unlock this card. So I've saved up 21 atoms, so that way we can do 7 on each. We're just going to take a quick look here. Obviously what we're going for is that top prize, so you need 125 of each collectible, so you'll get one of those items off each of the boards. So just for easy maths, you're going to need roughly 7 of each of those items per day if you're going to unlock the card as free to play. Obviously you'd need double that if you're looking for the pro. This second pack, as you can see, there is a chance that you can get the Steiner card, although the chances of that are usually pretty slim. So what I would do is I would unlock the card first, and then if you're falling a little bit short, you might be able to use those packs just to take that chance at the end of the event to get that pro. So what we're going to do, let's drop 7 atoms in this first one here. And you see all of the letters that are around the place? You need to get the atom to drop on them to light them up. If you light all of them up, then you're going to get a special reward for that particular board. So this first one here, if you light up everything, you're going to get 2 exclusive draft picks. Now as free to play, you'll know that that can be very helpful to every player. I've missed everything completely on that first attempt. Just got a couple of, I think it's 5 picks that you get out of that. At the bottom there you can see the different numbers there, how many of that collectible you're going to get. So 1, 2 or 3. You can also get super coins out of this. Playing this event, you can get so many super coins, and with the Royal Rumble cards coming up very shortly, that's going to be very handy to have as well. Alright, so it's going to take a couple of attempts to get some of these ones by the looks of it. You will need a little bit of luck to get everything. So there you go, lit up a couple of them there. I'm going to skip through this a little bit so you don't have to watch all 7 attempts. This is our 5th attempt here. I've got one more to light up. Let's go. Yep, so as you can see, it does take a little bit of luck. You can try and time things, but because you can't see the whole thing, it is a little bit difficult to time it correctly. But not only will I get the prize that I got at the bottom there, but I also get the 2 draft picks for lighting everything up. Then it will reset, you start again. Okay, on to our second board now. I don't think I did too bad with that first 7 attempts. Now, as you'll see, these get a little bit more complicated as you go along. A little bit more challenging. There's not as many to light up here. But if you have a look, there's these different colored circles to the left and the right, which will teleport you to either side. So just a bit distracted by one of the messages that dropped down. One of my teammates asking how to play this mode. This video's for you, buddy. But when you teleport to the sides, that's how you'll get some of the other letters that are kind of hidden within the puzzle. So at least I got the 2 center ones. Now it's just a matter of trying to aim and get those portals to go either side. As it zooms out, you'll be able to see on the left and the right there. They do kind of move side to side, so I'm not sure if it's just a matter of hitting the portal and then you'll definitely get there. And even then, it's a little bit tricky to aim it. So you kind of have to try and find that sweet spot to bounce something off and know exactly where it's going to drop in. But the good thing about this mode is that every time you play, you're going to get something out of it. So whether it's the collectibles that you need, whether it's super coins, whether it's draft picks, there's always going to be something that you're going to get out of it. Okay, so attempt number 3, I got one side. This is attempt number 4. We're going down the left hand side now. As you can see, it's really taking its time to get down there. It's a very narrow corridor, so it's hard to miss it once you do actually get it to drop down there. But of course, as I say that, I missed it completely. Thought I was going to get it on the 4th attempt. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it, which is a shame. It's 1,000 super coins if you do get all of them. Now this one, is obviously a lot more complicated here, so we're going to have to kind of study it a little bit to see where everything is. I think that fist on the side is going to punch it to the right. Okay, so when you land in there, it's going to knock you over. This is actually not too bad. That's three letters on the first run. It's a long way down there. Okay, that's not a bad first attempt at all. Now, I haven't actually been counting as I go to see how many collectibles I've been getting. I'll have a look at that at the end. But for 7 attempts on each, it'll be a fairly good judge. I think to get 21 tokens in one day is pretty realistic for most players. And don't forget, in the Supercard web store, you also get a free one every day, so don't forget to check that out. Now, I think it is going to be a little bit of luck and timing to get that one there. And you can also see there's the E over on the left hand side there, so trying to get over that side. I didn't quite see where it was to knock that over to the left hand side. Let's see if we can see it here. Maybe you got to drop it into that other basket. Let's see here. We'll try and jump over. If you just knock that in the right spot, you're going to kind of jump it to the side so you miss that first basket. But for completing this one, you've also got to remember it's worth 100 credits if you actually light everything up. So credits for all the free-to-play players, you know that they're not that easy to come by. So make sure you're grinding these modes as much as possible, because those credits can really come in handy. And the advice that I always give is save your credits for the event boosters. Make sure that you get those event cards, because they're going to be a lot more powerful than any of your standard cards. Even this Scott Steiner one, it will be better than a standard, but it won't be as good as the event cards. They're the ones that are really going to bump you up into those higher tiers. Now, I think I can see what I need to do here. It's just a matter of getting those right bounces just so that it drops where I need it to drop. But because some of those other areas of the board are out of view when you get to the top, you've got to kind of go by memory as things are spinning and hope that they open up where you need them to open up. But honestly, you're really just throwing them down there and hoping for the best. There we go. Drop through that time. And that punches us through. That will get us, if I can get that E, I just need it to drop down the left hand side here. There we go. Also get 3 collectibles for that one. Nicely done. And we get our 100 credits. I think I'll be putting that towards a booster for Road to Glory, because that is one painful grind on that mode. Okay, let's skip through to our final results here. Okay, so we got 10 from the last board, 10 from the middle, 6 from that first one. Fell a little bit short of what I wanted on that first board, but that's not too bad. I'll still be grinding this out for the length of the event. Sometimes you'll get a little bit more, sometimes you might get a little bit less. But I think it's very possible to get the Pro on this particular card. But it will take quite a bit of grinding, so at worst you will be able to unlock the card for your collection. So depending on how much time you put into the game, depends on how powerful that card will be. But hopefully this video helped you guys out, and don't forget, like and sub, you know the deal. We've got plenty more Supercard videos coming your way, so don't miss out, and we'll catch you in the next one.